चेन्नई के मरीना बीच पर रविवार को वायुसेना के एयर शो के दौरान 5 लोगों की मौत हो गई। तमिलनाडु में इस मौत को लेकर राजनीति गर्म हो गई है। राज्य के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर सुब्रमण्यम ने कहा कि 15 लाख लोगों की भीड़ थी, गर्मी ज़्यादा थी, इसलिए 5 लोगों की मौत हो गई। एयरफोर्स ने जितनी फैसिलिटी मांगी थी उससे ज़्यादा मुहैया कराई गई थी। सुब्रमण्यम ने कहा, कार्यक्रम स्थल पर डॉक्टर और नर्सों के साथ 2 मेडिकल टीम तैनात थी, साथ ही 40 एम्बुलेंस भी खड़ी थी। उन्होंने यह भी कहा कि मरीना बीच पर पैरामेडिकल टीम और पीने के पानी का भी व्यवस्था की गई थी। अस्पताल में जाने से पहले ही सभी मौतें हुई हैं। एआईएडीएम के नेता केवई सत्यम ने कहा, अगर स्वास्थ्य मंत्री में थोड़ी भी शर्म है तो उन्हें तुरंत इस्तीफा दे देनी चाहिए। लोगों को 10 किलोमीटर पैदल चलना पड़ा, पानी की कोई व्यवस्था नहीं थी, एम्बुलेंस समय पर नहीं पहुंची। प्रशासन सीएम स्टालिन उनके बेटे और परिवार की सेवा में लगा हुआ था। वे एसी टेंट में बैठे हुए थे। सरकार को बर्खास्त कर देना चाहिए।
What do you want to say on that?
There is any element of conscience with the health minister, or if he has got a little bit of shame, he should resign immediately, rather than lying in front of the media. This even clearly exposes not only the mismanagement, misgovernance and lack of planning. This is not the first incident. Last year there was an A.R. Rahman show. Even the chief minister's convoy got stuck. This shows how management expertise are there with the DMK. They know that lakhs and lakhs of people are going to come. Interdepartmental coordination was zero. It was clearly exposed. The traffic department didn't do their job. People were made to walk for 5-10 kilometers just to reach the venue. Public transport was not available to them to reach the venue on time. There were no entry. People are not clearly aware how to gain entry into which side, and there were no exit that's been marked. And on top of it, being a witness present, who were present in that event, I could see children and women fainting in front of my eyes. When I rushed back to the police personnel seeking the medical assistance, where is the nearest booth, medical assistance booth, he was clueless. And people were asking for water. There were no water dispensers in there. And elderly women and children wanted to use the restroom. There were no makeshift restrooms available. And on top of it, people who needed medical attention, if you call for an ambulance, the ambulance couldn't reach the spot because of the poor management of traffic and parking. And he says 102 people were hospitalized. Can Mas Subramanian clarify how many people were brought to the hospital using the 108 ambulance? It is the people who were there at the event who took that effort and paid to carry people to the nearest hospital for first aids. There were no first aid counters. All focus was on the family dynasty, Mr. Stalin and his son and his family, to watch the event. And they were happy in a makeshift tent which are all air conditioned and air cooled. And they watched, and all the ambulances were made to stand by in the VVIP and VIP counters. The priority of this MK son, the Prince Udayanithi, is to conduct a Formula 4 race car in the heart of the city, wherein a common man who wished to express his solidarity and patriotism on such an event were made to run from pillar to post to save his life. Shows the priority of this one. The health minister coming out in open that 5 people are brought dead clearly exposes what kind of planning would have gone into that event.
So, but they have seen that water ran into water because due to intensive heat, this has happened. But we have arranged all the water facilities and everything over there in the premises also.
You would have seen the number of videos that is getting circulated in the social media on people stating about that event. Before the event, you can see all excitements in the people saying that we have come, we started morning 7 o'clock, we have reached the venue in advance because we know it will be crowded. People have the common sense that it will be crowded, so we need to manage ourselves better. And despite that, when the event started, because of the heat, when people started searching for avenues and basic amenities, it was not available. So it spiraled into a chaos because when people started fainting, it's not 1 or 2, 100 people fainting in our location will definitely trigger the panic button. Nobody knows how to take an exit. Even the personnel who were deputed there didn't know, couldn't guide the people. There were no medical facility available. That's a start too, because I witnessed myself. When I asked the personnel, please call an ambulance, he said, sir, I don't have the facility, you please call from your phone. And I was stationed not on Marina Beach, I was stationed 5 kilometers away from Marina Beach, which is called Patinapakam Foreshore. In that location itself, this is the issue. Think about the plight in Marina Beach, where the VVIPs and VIP counters, you could see people carrying the common man on a stretcher. They had to jump over the barricade to access the ambulance. And they shamelessly come and lie saying that we have done the best of arrangements. Similar kind of a show took place in 2003 when our leader Amma was there. Chennai also witnessed the same amount of crowd. Lakhs and lakhs came to the venue. And there were no complaints from the people saying that we couldn't get water, we didn't find whatever we asked for. It was so professionally and perfectly managed and executed. When you have an incompetent leader at the top, who runs the state, like M.K. Stalin, the number one incompetent chief minister in India, and his ministers will make merry hiding their incompetence. At least Stalin should have come out and sacked Mas Subramanian by now. Or else Mas Subramanian should have taken the responsibility onus on himself and resigned, playing with the lives of a common man like this.
But